Hi guys, DVD Mike, welcome to episode 4 of the home video updates. The old format update that I've been promising for about 3 or 4 episodes now, I've now merged into a Blu-ray and DVD update, as well as a few Laserdiscs as well. Mainly because I've found a few Blu-rays that I forgot to put in the last update, and you know, people seem to like the long updates, so I'm going to keep them long, keep them around 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to kill me on the editing, and the upload time is an absolute bitch, but people want it, so I'll give the people what they want. So first we're going to start with the old stuff. So we have first Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is the PAL Laserdisc. People who watch my updates will know that I own this more than once on Laserdisc. I've got the deluxe box set, and I have the Japanese extended cut. This is the original theatrical cut. This was the only way to get it uncut in the UK at the time. The UK cinema version was uncut. The VHS was cut. It was a 15. This was uncut. Why it was uncut? I think because Laserdisc owners were a bit more mature, a bit older. They could handle the violence, I think. And I don't know how they put it out, because at the time the BBFC had a rule that no film could have more than one certificate for it. There were a few exceptions to this rule. Die Hard 2, in the widescreen version you could see more, so it was an 18. And Saturday Night Fever, but that was because they did an edited down PG version in the cinema, and you could buy it on VHS for quite a while. Yeah, I bought this mainly because I wanted to compare the soundtracks. People know, I'm not going to go into it too much again, that I have issues with the way that it sounds on home video. It doesn't sound as good as it did in the cinema. The original CDS mix, which was Kodak's digital sound format, which didn't last very long. There's a few films, Dick Tracy, Days of Thunder, Terminator 2, The Doors, they're actually mixed in CDS. I think it sounded better, and I think every time they mess with it, which they have on quite a few versions, they make it sound worse and worse and worse. So I'm trying to get every single version I can get of the best quality, so therefore PAL Laserdisc. I compared a little bit of it, and there's some differences but not a lot of differences, but I'd have to watch all 3 versions all the way through, and it's going to take a long time. So I'm just going to keep buying them and buying them and buying them. As far as extras go, it actually does have extras, this thing. It has the making of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, behind the scenes look at blah 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 blah. The bonus side is presented in active play CAV format, blah 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 blah. So it does have extras. I believe that making of was one that was released on VHS separately, and I do have that somewhere. Yeah, side 4 is all in CAV, and it does have the making of. It's a bit of a shame that, yeah, side 3 or any of the other sides aren't CAV as well, but yeah, it is what it is. I got it off Amazon, actually, weirdly enough, and it's like it's brand new. It's probably bankrupt stock for someone that used to sell Laserdiscs. I don't know, maybe it's someone's private collection. I think it was only about £6, so yeah, definitely worth picking up. Next to 3 that my brother got me just out of the blue. He got me a couple of presents for being an usher at his wedding. One is Timothy Dalton in that silver box over there, not the real Timothy Dalton, obviously. An action figure from Licence to Kill. And he also got me a couple of Laserdiscs, first of which, The Long Kiss Goodnight, one of my favourite Shane Black scripts, as people will know. I own this on DVD, on Blu-ray, now on Laserdisc. I really love this film, I really dig it. It's not got any extras, it is Dolby Digital, one of the first ones that changed over to Dolby Digital. See, it still says, I don't know if you can make that out, it says AC3 on there as well, which is what it was originally called, Audio Code 3 on Laserdisc. It's 2 discs, no extras apart from, oh no, there's any other trailer. But still, it's quite a cool addition to have. I want to get the DTS version of this, compare it to the Blu-ray sound. I don't think there's going to be any reason that it's going to be any better, but I just want to get Laserdisc now that films I love, and for some reason he's just managed to, you know, preempt me to it and get me cool presents. So we have Long Kiss Goodnight. Next, a very misunderstood film that probably only myself and Disc Junkie actually like. I haven't seen, no, I don't think I've seen anyone else. I think me and Oscar are the only 2 people that actually champion this film. Johnny Mnemonic, directed by Robert Longo, who didn't do anything since, I don't think. I think it's pretty much killed his career. This is the UK PAL version. I've got to get this on Blu-ray actually. There's the American version, which is a regional lock. There's a Sony version that I think Disc Junkie has, the JM version, which is the extended cut in SD on the Blu-ray. It's got the theatrical cut as well, with better picture quality. I'm rambling now, aren't I? I've had too much coffee, and that's my problem today. It has got a theatrical trailer, and not much in the way of anything else. But, like I was saying, I just want to get the cool films that I really, really dug. And you see, you can't fit that type of artwork onto a DVD or a Blu-ray. You just can't. It's just epically awesome. I always remember when that was coming out, my local cinema had one of the cool lenticular posters where if you walk past the release date blinked in Johnny's eye in red. Always wanted to pick one of those up. I think they're hideously expensive if you can actually find them. Being a young rapscallion as I should have been, I really wish I really nicked one. But hey ho. And last of the Laserdiscs, we have the best, in my view, of the Star Wars films. Irving Kershner's Empire Strikes Back. We have beautiful gatefold artwork with the AT-ATs. Now, this is obviously coming out on Blu-ray in about 30 days from when I'm recording this. And it remains seen what it will look like. I have a long history of issues with Star Wars on home video. There's some issues with this disc. It's the DMVR Master. But at the end of the day, it still looks pretty good, and it's still an original version. This is not the special edition, as the PAL Laserdiscs, the seal ones I got were. This is the original George Lucas unaltered trilogy, proper version of Empire Strikes Back. There are some differences with this. The 70mm version, for example, has some slight differences. But at the end of the day, it's the original version, it's untouched, it's unaltered, it's as perfect as it's going to get. And it also has an interview with George Lucas. Now, it's a 3-part interview spread across the 3 discs of the original trilogy with Leonard Maltin. And it hasn't been reproduced on any home video format apart from this, as far as I'm aware. So it's kind of cool to get this. I like the way it's, I don't know if you make it out, kind of metallic purple. Same with the title. But cool, so thanks to my brother, subscribe to his channel, Waddy RKO82. I'll put a link in the underbar. So it's good to get laserdiscs of films that I really love, and I can have a collection of stuff I really love, whereas some of the ones I bought just because they were brand new at the time. I mean, that was the format I was buying my new movies on in like the late 90s. So if a new film came out, I bought it on laserdisc no matter what it was like. Some, you know, bought sight unseen, so it's cool to get the films I really love. Next we have a couple of DVDs. Quite a few DVDs, if they're cheap on Amazon, used, I just buy them on a whim. If they're like under £5, including postage, I just buy them. Very few I actually watch. I've got to start watching them. Now that I'm out of work at the moment, I've got to start watching some more of them. So we have, firstly, Emilio Estevez's Bobby. My brother loves this film, and I never got around to watching it. It was always on Sky in HD, and I thought, well, there's no Blu-ray of it, so I'll get around to actually watching it in HD. And yeah, never did bother watching it. So I thought, when I was watching, I think it's Forrest Gump I was watching, because there's a bit about the Kennedys in it, and I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing this. It's an ensemble film. Some say it's a bit jumbled because there's so much going on in it. Estevez made it on no money whatsoever, and it's a real sort of labour of love for him, so I really want to whack it in and give it a go. Has the making of Bobby eyewitness accounts from the Ambassador Hotel and the trailer on it. So, few extras. I don't know how it compares to the American version, but yeah, I thought I'd just give it a whirl. I mean, you look at Lawrence Fishburne, Heather Graham, Anthony Hopkins, Helen Hunt, Lindsay Lohan, William H. Macy, Demi Moore, Sharon Stone, Elijah Wood. It's got a huge cast. I remember those stories about he went, I think it was Demi Moore he went to dinner with to try and get her to do the film, and he didn't have enough money to pay, you know, for the meal. So he had to get her to pay for the meal as well. It's, you know, it's little things about, you know, getting movies made that just fascinate me. So I'm going to have to give that a watch. I think it's about £1.97 used from Amazon. Next we have something that I bought mainly to rebel against the Blu-rays. I have huge issues with the Blu-rays of the Scream trilogy. So I picked up this. This is the Scambox Limited Collector's Edition Steelbook. Now I bought this sight unseen. I think I might have seen someone else do a review of it. So if you are that person, I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten who you are. I did see it on YouTube, I think, and I thought, right, I'll pick it up. I think Miz has got this. I don't know if Miz has got this. I don't know if Miz still watches people's videos. But Miz, if you've got it, let me know on Facebook. So I thought, yeah, I'll pick it up because I have only ever owned Scream on Laserdisc. I think I got a free copy of it on DVD, but I want the uncut, unrated version, and that's what this is, the director's cut. So I thought, right, fuck the Blu-rays, they are bullshit, they've got really, really, really bad picture quality, and Scream is cut. Not interested in them. I will buy it again when they do the unrated version. So I thought, right, to save my Laserdisc, which I bought brand new in 96, 97 when it came out, I thought, right, save that, I'll get this. All this is the Laserdisc put onto a DVD. I'm not lying, I'm not making it up, I'm not exaggerating, it's the Laserdisc transfer on DVD. It is full frame, 1.33 to 1, sorry 1.33 to 1, letterboxed. So it's basically the letterboxed Laserdisc put onto a DVD. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if, you know, it had extras, which it does. It does actually have some extras. It has theatrical trailer, sneak preview, cast biography, screen documentary, outtakes, screen tests of Campbell, Kennedy and Urich, which is fine, but it does not have the commentary that was on the Laserdisc. So it's a bit of a mixed blessing. It was only, I think, £10 from Amazon, brand new. And I thought, well, it's a Steelbook, it's Scream. I thought, yeah, I might as well. It's not going to, you know, kill me to buy it. I just really, really think this film has been badly handled on home video, and it really needs a decent version, especially an HD version. Next we got two that I picked up when I went to Bristol ages ago with my brother. One I got in Forbidden Planet and one we got in Head Music, I think it's called, which is a really, if you've got one near you, it's amazing. It's like Big Lots but a UK version, so they get all the older versions of a release and they just shove them out for sale really, really cheap. So, okay, so blooming camera running out again, me rambling for about 10 minutes again. I really need a camera with like a pull-out flippy viewfinder, and that's my next purchase when I get a new job, I think. So yes, recapping what I've just already gone through. We have two films that I bought on a trip to Bristol with my brother ages ago, and I forgot to put them in the update then, and I'm remembering now. First we have the definitive edition of Aliens with a steelbook. This is still sealed because I own a million versions of Aliens. It is the same disc that's in the quadrilogy. So you're not missing anything out by buying this instead of the quadrilogy, except for the bonus disc, I think. I don't think it's a 2-disc, even though I'm pretty sure all these are 2-disc editions. Doesn't actually say. But yeah, if you want the original pink version of Alien, not the teal and orange makeover that it's got now, then go buy a DVD. But if you want decent looking, then I suppose the new version is a lot better looking. It's a really good DNR job. It makes it look like 35mm film instead of the mess that he shot it on. The stock was appalling. So yeah, same disc, James Cameron introduction, audio commentary, fascinating featurettes, multi-angle animatics, galleries and photo archives, and Easter egg. So yeah, going to stay in the seal because I have no reason to open it. Next we have one that my brother bought me. We have Christopher Nolan's Following. I haven't seen this film. I think it was only $3.99 for Forbidden Planet. The Alien was from Head Music, which is a cool little place if you have one near you. Also with the definitive editions, if you know of any that are for sale or you've got some you want to shift, my brother, WaddyRKO82, is looking for some. Link in the underbar to his channel. Please leave him a message because he's only got a few left to complete the set and he's really finding it hard to find them now. Yeah, so The Following. Never seen it, wanted to check it out just to see if it was, you know, as good as his other films. It's only 70 minutes, so whether that's a short or a feature, I think over 60 minutes is a feature film. It has commentary by director Christopher Nolan, second angle showing director's shooting script, ability to restructure the story chronologically, English hard of hearing subtitles, cast and crew biographies, and theatrical trailer. So yeah, it'd be worth watching just to see if, you know, holds up as well technically as his later films. And talking of films as per Scream that, you know, have not been done justice on Blu-ray, we have a complete clusterfuck of a Blu-ray turned into a £1.97 purchase from Amazon of Bram Stoker's Dracula Super Edition. If you don't know what the issue with this is, go to AVS Forum, and actually I'll put a link in the underbar. I'll do some work for myself. Look at the mess they made of it. They fucked up the image totally. They completely recolored it. They destroyed... I mean, the thing about Dracula, this was shot in '92. They did all the special effects the old-fashioned way, in camera, optical effects. It's amazing the technical level of skill required to do that. I think it was Coppola's cousin that did all the effects. Being a Super Bit edition, it has no extras, but that's fine because I'm actually looking now to buy the Criterion Laserdisc so I can actually get all the decent versions of this, as opposed to the destroyed crap version that's on Blu-ray. Yeah, I'm going to get too angry about this. Yeah, no extras. Film that's really misunderstood. I don't think it's an amazing film, but I think technically it's a beautiful film, and the Blu-ray ruins all of that. So that's the end of the old stuff. Now on to the new. First we have a couple of steelbooks that were put on a shelf. Normally I keep all my Blu-rays that I've just bought, I put in one stack. So I can see when I do the updates, that stack up to about that film was in the update, I know what's there. Problem with these two, they're steelbooks, so they were put with my steelbook collection, so therefore there was stuff piled in front of them, I completely forgot I bought them. So first we have the UK HMV exclusive Battle Los Angeles steelbook, created by Jonathan Liebesman. Yeah. The steelbook is identical to the peel this thing off. Identical to the I think it was Best Buy steelbook. I can't remember if it's Best Buy or not. The I know the Kakalaki boys have got it. I know definitely Crazy other Jason bought it on one of their updates. Actually got inside art as per all Sony steelbooks. Unlike the Machete though, it doesn't really match back to front. It's kind of a shame. They have no overriding vision for these things. A whole lot of guff about rubbish and Resistance 3 beta, which I didn't bother with because from what I've heard it's absolute crap, which is a shame because I really quite like Resistance 1 and 2. But back onto the movies. Yeah, not a huge fan of this film, weirdly enough, even though I bought the steelbook. I think it's definitely HMV one. It was 20... well, it might have been 20 quid, 19.99 actually. This came out at the same time as Source Code, and it nicked all Source Code's box office, even though Source Code is intelligent, well thought out, well made sci-fi. This is not. It tried so hard to be Black Hawk Down, it was unreal. They used the exact font as Black Hawk Down. It's just that shaky cam bullshit that keeps going on, and it's alright, it's a fun little film. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't think there was some merit to it. I'm sure it will sound amazing, I haven't actually listened to it yet. So we have special features, Behind the Battle, Aliens in LA, Preparing for Battle, Creating LA, and Blu-ray exclusives, Directing the Battle, Boot Camp, Freeway Battle, Command Control, Command your viewing experience by watching picture-in-picture battle points during the movie, and BD Live. So, yeah, I thought it was worth picking up. I mean, I thought it was interesting because they've changed the name to Battle Los Angeles, because it sounded like Sony had a supreme faith in it that they were going to do sequels, like Battle London or Battle wherever else. But then all of a sudden it came out and I was really underwhelmed by it. I say it's not complete shit, it's just, I don't know, not much of anything, which is kind of worse in a way. Next we have intelligent sci-fi for a change. We have the Universal Steelbook of George Nolfi's The Adjustment Bureau. Love this film. This was absolutely fantastic. There are better steelbooks in the world. I think the Japanese one or the Taiwanese one is a lot better looking. But I love the back. That's so cool. It's a triple play, so it has Blu-ray, digital copy, and DVD. Let me pop these out. Have the inside art, which Universal's finally doing with Emily Blunt. Yeah, intelligent sci-fi. it's rare to find nowadays, because normally it's only stupid shoot 'em up stuff or just really cod crap. But it was really clever. It was probably because it was, you know, it's like reasonably close to the Philip K. Dick original. There are some differences, obviously, because they made it fleshed out into a whole film. I just love the idea of it, the whole moving between different, not realities, but just different, yeah, I suppose it is kind of realities. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil it. I went in spoiler free and I really, really enjoyed it because of it. So we have Pocket Blue and digital copy. Bonus features Labyrinth of Doors, interactive map of New York, Leaping Through New York, Destined to Be, Becoming Elsie, deleted and extended scenes, feature commentary. So it's quite a stacked disc. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought Damon was really good. Emily Blunt, as usual, was... It's very hard in a film like this where the protagonist has to go through all these really, really hard things for love. You have to believe that you can fall in love with that person. You have to be able to think, yeah, I could love her too, spend 10 minutes in her company. And I think that's what Blunt pulls off. She's not dopey, she's not stupid, she seems like a real person. It's really, really well done. Would recommend it heartily to anyone. If you can't find the Steelbook, just buy it, it doesn't matter, because it's really, really good film. Now back to less intelligent sci-fi. Ooh, it's going to be a weird little intelligent, non-intelligent looking at the pile. We have a film I got about 2 weeks ago, and I was going to do an update, but I don't think anyone was really that shocked that I got it 2 weeks early, apart from a few forums. We have Demolition Man, directed by Marco... is it Brambilla? Joel Silver, anyway. I like this film. I've liked it since I was a kid. I used to rent it all the time. Horrible eco packaging. We used to rent it like once or twice a week, me and my brother. Absolutely always love this film. This is the first time I've seen it uncut. It's always been cut in this country. There's headbutts, I think, in the cryo prison that were cut, and this is finally uncut. I don't know if it's coming out over here, in the UK that is, at any time soon. I know it's definitely out in the US today, Tuesday, 16th. I've had it for about 2 weeks because I got it from Movie Time for $13.99. Has commentary by director Marco Brambilla and producer Joel Silver, and theatrical trailer. So not a lot of extras. It has had the normal Warner teal and orange makeover. For a film that's already shot in lots of blue light, that gets a bit sickly after a while. But it's the best it's ever looked on home video, and it's really cheap. And if you like Demolition Man, I don't know anyone who doesn't like Demolition Man. It's crapola, but it's fun. And that's, you know, where it comes off, is the fact that it seems like everyone had fun when they were making it, and I don't know why he didn't make more films. Silver had something cool, and he kind of let it go, but Joel Silver's the man, so I'm not going to diss Joel Silver. Yeah, I think it's worth picking up. It's not got a lot of extras. The Laserdisc had the commentary, so it's not like it's a new edition, but it's got extras, it looks good, it's a fun film, pick it up. And next, intelligent sci-fi. See, it's doing the flip thing. We have Duncan Jones's Source Code. Now, this is in the much maligned sticker book. Now, I've never heard of this term before. Basically, it's a steelbook, and instead of printing on the steelbook, like they did with, say, the Adjustment Bureau, so that's printed onto the steel. This is a sticker. You can see the outline of it, front and back. So all they've done is they've stuck a sticker on a blank steelbook. I never heard the term before, but apparently it's quite a common thing, and steelbook collectors, who are rather fervent, it turns out, hate sticker books. But it only cost me, was it $16.99, $17.99 for play, so I don't really care. I got the film, it's, you know, it's in a lenticular version as well. It's a double play, the DVD and the Blu-ray. There's no inside art, obviously, because they've just stuck stickers on the front. It's, I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed that mine's got, I don't know if you can make it out, but just above my finger, there's like some dust caught in the sticker. There's a bit of a bump. And there's a dent as well, but it's a steelbook, that happens. I don't know if I dislike that, or whether I prefer they get a 3D lenticular cover if you buy the normal version in some places, so I don't know whether it's, I don't know, it's just a package at the end of the day. I don't know why people get so hung up. I can see with some of the stuff Disc Junkie gets, because some of it's so damn cool. But, I don't know, that's kind of fun. It's disappointing, but I don't really care because this is probably in my top 5 of the year. This was an amazing film that more people should have seen. I haven't watched Moon yet, which really bugs me. I've got to watch Moon because I love this so much. It's intelligent, well made, well thought out science fiction, and that helicopter's flying over again. Why, whenever I do an update, are they flying helicopters over? It's like Sarah and Isaac, they always ring the doorbell whenever there's doing an update. But anyway, so we have special features, audio commentary with Jake Gyllenhaal, director Duncan Jones and writer Ben Ripley, cast and crew insights, crew insights, focal points, expert intel, access source code trivia tracks. This is region B locked, definitely know that for sure. Yeah, well thought out, well made sci-fi. More of it, please. Why can't we have that? I suppose the answer to that is people don't go and see it in the cinema. It'll have a great following at home video, it'll sell really well. It'll be something like, I was going to say Blade Runner then, but it's not quite in that league. But it's kind of that thing where I think it'll pick up a great market on home video and people will grow to think that, you know, it's a really, really, really well made sci-fi film. And it's just really cool. I love Michelle Monaghan. She's always captured my eye since Mission Impossible 3 and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. There's something about her, she's quite a real person, it seems to be. But anyway, yeah, great film, well worth picking up. Whether you get the sticker book, as they call it, or whether you get the 3D lenticular, let me know, pop a comment down below. I've also ordered The Extraordinary Adventures of Adele Blanc, or however you pronounce it, Luc Besson's new film. Also a sticker book. Really fucking annoying, but I can live with it. And next we have another film which is really, it's going to be in the top 10 of the year. This is quite a good pile actually, I think. Because I really enjoyed this, and I really, really like courtroom dramas, and I think they deserve a comeback. Because there's very few that actually got it right and had the tension. I've said this before about the tension, the clear and present danger thing. People who watch my videos will know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into it again. We have, is it Brad Furman? Yeah, Brad Furman's The Lincoln Lawyer, with Matthew McConaughey. Great film. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely in my top 10. It's going to be McConaughey acting again. If you watch his early stuff like Dazed and Confused, Time to Kill, where he actually acted, he didn't do that whole Matt Damon, we've got to go take our shirts off thing because, you know, girls like us with our shirts off. It's him properly acting and actually putting some effort into his roles. And it's a really, really well done courtroom drama. It's based on a Michael Connelly book, which means that there is scope for him to do sequels, and I hope he does. I know he's not watching, but Matthew McConaughey do sequels to this film because it was so much fun. It was well thought out. I didn't guess every twist, and I normally guess pretty much every twist of every film I see. So it was really good to, you know, not guess what was going on. Like Source Code, I didn't know what was going on in Source Code half the time, and that made it more entertaining to me because I had to guess what was going on. I had to try and figure it out in my own mind, my own version of it. So I think it was well worth, you know, intelligent films in the cinema. Why can't we have more of them? So special features wise, we have Making the Case, Creating the Lincoln Lawyer, deleted scenes, Michael Connelly at home on the road, one-on-one with Matthew McConaughey and Connelly, and theatrical trailer. So no commentary, which is a bit of a bummer, but I can live without it. Yeah, it's just cool to actually get, for one, an entertainment video release that's not screwed up in some way, and for two, you know, intelligent film that more people should go out and see. It's really cheap. I think it was only like 14 quid, so go and pick it up because it's definitely worth it. Next we have something that isn't intelligent in the slightest, but my review when I came out of the cinema was everything was very pretty. And it's true, everything is very pretty. And that's about the only thing I can say about it. We have Sucker Punch by Zack Snyder. I don't hate this film like people seem to hate it. I'm not in love with this film. I don't think it's the best film ever made, but I don't, you know, I don't know, I just haven't got one feeling one way or another. It looks great, it really does. The girls in it look great, the costumes look great, the sets look great, well there are real sets. The way he shoots it's amazing, some of the dream sequences are fantastic, even though very derivative. I mean, it's definitely made for 13-year-old boys who like Killzone and Final Fantasy 13. That train, I've never played Final Fantasy 13, well, I played it twice. but I don't like Final Fantasy games as a rule. So I watched the beginning sequence of that quite a lot because I was working in the games industry at the time, and I always had it playing in the shop that I ran. So I always had it playing, the intro, because it was beautiful, beautiful CGI. There's a train bit right at the beginning. It's the train bit in this. He nicked it. It's a female empowerment movie made for like 13-year-old boys, which is kind of weird, but kind of cool. I don't know. I like Emily Browning. I like what's her name? Jenna Malone from Donnie Darko. I don't know. It's just so much. It could have been like the baddest house film in the world, and it just didn't quite work. And it's a shame. I'm sure with Man of Steel, Zack Snyder will prove he's got what it takes. It's a 3-disc set. It's triple play, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. So there's 2 Blu-rays. It's got theatrical cut and the director's cut, and a DVD with the DVD version and the digital copy on it as well. It's one of those ones I think that just works on iTunes, so it's no use to me now. I'm all Androided up. It's a well-packed disc, which is good because Schneider always does really good discs. Has theatrical and extended cut versions on Blu-ray, theatrical version on DVD. Includes theatrical release and extended cut with 17 minutes of intense unseen footage. He said he was going to he's doing like an R-rated director's cut for home video, and I don't think it's that much different because it's still a 12 over here. Special features on Blu-ray: maximum movie mode, explore the fantasy world. It's a 2-hour director walk-ons, picture-in-picture commentary, storyboards, interactive galleries, and more. Original Sucker Punch animated shorts. Sucker Punch behind the soundtrack, and that's about it. Quite a lot. The maximum movie modes he loves. He did one on 300 Watchmen, and I'm sure they're really, really fascinating. He goes into quite good detail, and I'm sure it's worth watching on this because technically he's very hard to beat. The way he shoots his movies, the camera stuff he pulls off is amazing sometimes. Yes, it looks like a big overgrown video game. I'm not going to defend the film. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I thought it looked really good. Apparently one of the best sounding Blu-rays. So, pays your money, takes your choice. I thought it was, fun. I thought it was worth a purchase. I think it's $13.99 from Tesco, so it didn't even cost a lot. So last but not least, we have Richard Ayoade's Submarine. Picked this up. Didn't see it in the cinema. I missed it. I could only make it one showing, and I missed the first 20 minutes, so I wasn't going to go in missing the first 20 minutes. So I thought, right, I have to wait till it's on Blu-ray. Love the trailers. Love the Wes Anderson sort of French Nouveau sort of feel. It's got the slipcase there. Loved his stuff since he was in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place and Nathan Barley and all the stuff he's ever done. So it's all that broad comedy to turn out to something like this, a coming of age drama. It's not necessarily strange, but just kind of cool. So we have a free sampler of the book it was based on, which is kind of cool. And we have character postcards. Which are not actual postcards, unlike some sets, which is good. Some idiot bloody post them. Yeah, it does look cool, and I love the Wes Anderson vibe that you sort of get from it. It seems very like Rushmore, but a British version of Rushmore. And it's amazing the plaudits he's got from this, to go from being, a well-respected comedic actor and someone who's kind of mad, zany, and all about the place, and just so controlled, to go to something like this. It's kind of weird. I mean, a lot of people play up like the Ben Stiller Presents, but I don't know how much he actually had to do with it. It probably says in the extras, so it's probably worth watching. So yeah, before the camera falls off again. Talking about extras, do have quite a lot on the disc. We have audio commentary with director Richard Ayoade, author of the original novel, Joe Dunthorne, and director of photography, Eric Wilson. Category Q&As, trailer, Alex Turner's Pile Driver Waltz music video, Through the Prism with Graham T. Purvis, category interviews, Ben Stiller message, delete scenes, extended scenes, and test shot. Test shoot even. This is region B locked, in case anyone wants to import it. I just wanted to pick it up because I want to support him. People that take chances, people that make the films they want to make, even though, you know, you'd think it'd be such a hard sell for him to make this film. If he was making IT Crowd, the movie, directed by him and written by Graham Linehan, then fair enough. I can see people throwing money at it, but a film like this, it must have been quite hard to sell, and it's amazing he had it made. And, you know, I think the reviews stand out showing that he was right in doing it that way, and he's right in making the movie he wanted to make the first way. And I respect him for that, and I can't wait to watch it, because I just know there's something in it that's going to really hook me in, and it's going to be the film that I think, yeah, I'm going to watch all this stuff all the time. Like Wes Anderson did with Rushmore, and I thought, yeah, there's something about this. I'm with that guy no matter what. So there we go. That's the update. Say any comments, anything else you want to put below, please do. Go to WaddyRKO82, my brother's channel, check him out. He's, you know, doing tons of updates, he buys tons of cool editions, well worth checking out. And if you have any definitive editions you don't want, let him know, because chances are he will buy them off you. So there we go. Until next time, which I'm not sure what will be in it, because I'm running out of money rather quickly, not being in work, so maybe a scaled down version. Yeah, so until next time, do you mind saying, see you next time. Talking of extras, do have quite a lot on this disc.